This Vermis record is the only record I've listened to. It's actually one of my regrets, is not getting more into the rest of their catalog, because they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 records before this. But it's really fast. It's really grindy. It's like has that kind of like, what the hell? Like Blackened kind of vibe. You know, it's full on like death metal. It's super intense on that level, but it's definitely got that like Blackened dark vibe. One thing I really like about it is like some of the riffs. Well, not just some of the riffs, just like some of the movements of the song. Just like some of it reminds me of like surf music almost. Like really like. I don't know how these guys are tuning their guitars, but they're playing like really nasty chords all the time, and it's very like, you know, it's not, it's very exact, but it's very flowy, and it kind of flows like surf music to me. I don't know, just put this record on if you're into this kind of stuff, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about those surf vibes too. Great band, Ulcerate from New Zealand. They came to Seattle when I was living there, but I wasn't in town, and it really bugs me because I would have been all about this show. I usually don't go out to shows, like personal shows that I really want to see very often, unless it's a band I really like, and Ulcerate would be hands down one of them. So I don't know. Check them out. Go support them. Hope you enjoy. When did he get all old? Time changes lots of things, but what was I gonna say? Deal with it. So today, let's get my big boy on. I had my home inspection for my house that I purchased.
But you know, everything here doesn't need to be done like.
When I was in Seattle and I really started to slump down, and you know, family members started to tune in that I was not doing well, meaning my well-being was suffering. I got really close to my grandma. We started talking most days. I would say every day, but I'll just say every other day to be more on the safe side of it.
I thought they were more like a white sugary. What are you doing?
But you guys know my grandma from those videos, and when I was younger and making those videos, she was real fun to tease, because she's like, she's you know, on some ends kind of dingy, and you know, she's silly. She's silly for a lot of reasons that are easy to poke fun at, but she's also really triumphant and persevering and amazing for all those same reasons. And she's become like a real good friend of mine, which is weird because you don't really think of your grandparents as friends. They're kind of your well, I think everyone has different relationships with their grandparents, you know, if you're fortunate enough, because a lot of people don't have grandparents anymore. Like, I have half of my remaining grandparents. My grandpa on my dad's, well, my grandma is on my dad's side. My grandpa on my dad's side is gone, and my grandma on my mom's side is gone. And so I've really gotten to know my grandma this past year, and I have a lot of respect for her in a lot of ways. She's always looking forward, and she's really independent and really, I guess, cautious of like all the things you need to go forward as far as budgeting and money and health and everything. In the past 2 years, she's also had cancer and shingles, and she beat her cancer, and the shingles, I think, still makes her legs hurt.
Get your hand out of there. Okay, now what? No salt?
But it's funny how she complains about it, because it's not like, it's just like, she complains about it in a sense where she's almost, like, she'll just be like, my legs really hurt today, in her little silly voice, and she'll like warn me not to get the shingles. So all you gotta do is get a shot to prevent the shingles, which is kind of badass. But becoming close to my grandma, one of the things we really talk about is the generation gaps. And because, you know, I feel like all people are kind of formed by their time, you know, and formed by the people before them, raising them, and the people before them are from a different time. So it's a combination of time and place and parenting, I think, what help really defines people. Grandma, do you need a hand?
What a hell of a bag.
Why don't you use scissors?
I'm gonna open the damn thing.
They're right over there. Hey, Grandma, why don't you use these scissors? That looks dangerous.
Did I ever tell you I grew up with deaf parents?
People, you know, not getting into the whole nature and nurture thing, just get more touching on the nurture part, I guess. And you know, she always talks about like the whole back in my day kind of stuff on everything, like even dating and I guess social issues and whatnot. And when we talk about the difference, like when she talks about her kind of, you know, standards and morals about things, and I kind of talk about mine, we always connect over it, and it's so neat to me that we can connect about those things and share our perspectives and really meet in the middle about it. And it kind of makes me, you know, I'm talking about my grandma in particular, but I think all, just to call them like seniors, all have that kind of knowledge. And I have a friend that works at a senior center, and she was talking about how she just thinks they're the most amazing people. And when you really start to think about it, it starts to really come clear that they are really amazing. Like, they've lived long lives, and, you know, whether they're at the end of them or not, they're still old, and they have a whole life's perspective. And I think for us, it's hard to see that, and it's hard to understand that. And when they see us, they understand us as far as how much time we've had and how we perceive our time on the planet. I think about it a lot, seniors, and how neat it is that they've had that whole life, you know. And it's hard to put into words the appreciation, but I think it comes from it comes from understanding, but it also comes from understanding that you don't really understand, which is why you need to take what they say with respect, and you know what I mean? It kind of goes back to that old school kind of Eastern philosophy of respect your elders, and I think that's kind of where it comes from, is you don't understand their understanding, but they can kind of understand yours because they just got a better grasp on time. Yeah, watching this last clip as I'm editing this, there's kind of two sides to this you know, philosophy or just stuff I kind of ponder about the whole generation gap, respect your elders because they know more about the world because they've been on the planet longer. I think that this new world, because of all the exponential growth and rapidness of like ideas and stuff we kind of live in today, I really do think it's a young person's world today, and I think older generations are having a hard time with that, you know, whether they're just normal folk or like people in power who are just like super old. Yeah, that's kind of another big pondering subject that I won't get in. I just want to, you know, say that it's not like a total blind trust, respect for elder people. I just try to, you know, kind of get a grasp on everything, you know. So yeah, also all this philosophy ponderingness is not like it's stuff I'm just pondering and projecting, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if I talked about this in the first video, but I feel like recently, you know, the past two or so years, I've really kind of gotten that, not grasp, because I don't think you ever totally get the full grasp on this stuff, but I kind of started to really understand time, and I think it was from being in Seattle those years, because you come back to, you know, where you know people and you can see how you've aged and they've aged, and you know, when you're growing up, you age so quickly and things change so fast, and you know, you're not really aware of it, but I think after a while you can kind of chime into what time does to you and how time affects things, and just kind of trying to understand time as a thing, and that's kind of why I moved back also, is I just like, if I'm on this planet for a certain amount of time and everyone has a limited amount of time on this planet, I want to be around the people who I want to spend time with my loved ones. Like, if my mom and I are only on the planet for like X amount of time overlap, I would want to be around her, you know. I'd want to share my time with her, and I think that takes a while to develop and respect it, that you respect time and your understanding and whatnot. It's hard to drive and blabber. I feel like I'm really running circles. What's up, my coffee lovers? I got something to show you. Check that out! Whew. Oh, that was good. Hope I got a few of you guys on the floor. So, I've been in the stew this week. And this whole month I haven't really been indulging in the God's brew of coffee, but I've been kind of getting down at this cafe, and it's time I took matters in my own hands. This is that next level coffee bean stuff. I went into this place in Reno called The Hub, which I've heard a lot about. Also, look what I'm gonna make it in. I gotta bring this in. I gotta find my coffee grinder too. What the hell is my coffee grinder? If I can't find my coffee grinder, I'm not gonna have any coffee. Oh, there it is. Sweet. Here's my coffee grinder. Real simple guy. I don't know how to clean it. Probably look it up on the internet. Here's my coffee pot, Hamilton Beach, front, easy access, detachable water thing. It comes off. A mean pot. Probably should clean it. My dad just got home. But this is that realness. These guys get their beans from like these direct trade routes in like Ethiopia and whatnot. This is from Guatemala and Ethiopia. This is gonna be that next level coffee experience. This precedes your drip, my old drip blend, and your you know, your Sumatra French roast, blonde roast stuff. But we'll see. Maybe this stuff sucks. I don't think it does though. I think this is gonna be bomb in a mug. But the studio sessions have been going great. I'm not gonna show you guys anything. I showed you guys little clips, like this jam. I love it. Love it. It's gonna be so sweet. I don't know. I think maybe tomorrow or someday I want to make a Disfiguring the Goddess video. I want to talk about disfiguring. I want to talk about the influence I have. I want to talk about a lot of stuff. I think it will hopefully calm a lot of you guys down, because I know you guys are all, you guys are waiting to hear about it, and so am I. I actually have some nice things to open up about it, so you guys got that to look forward to. But you know what I got to look forward to? This bomb in a mug. Shout out to Robbie getting that blonde roast. If you got like a local kind of coffee roaster, you should try theirs out, because it's usually probably fresher than the Starbucks stuff. I don't know how fresh the Starbucks stuff. I actually don't know anything about it. But I do know the fresher it is, the better it is, which is awesome.